Hi mamas, today's workout is all standing, meaning we are not going up, we're not going down, we're not getting on the floor and standing back up. I have found that some days I'm willing to move, I just don't want to do a lot of up and down. I want to just stand where I'm at. I'm using the booty kicker bar, I love this thing. You can use a countertop, a chair, anything like that. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to face my bar. We're just going to start warming up our feet first. So one arch at a time, start rolling around through those delicate bones and muscles of the metatarsals in the feet. Reverse that direction. Now, I'm doing something weird. I'm wearing some socks. Usually I'm a barefoot kind of gal. Reverse on the other foot. But to be honest, I have hair dye on the bottom of one foot, and I didn't want to obscure your workout by wondering what's on my foot. Reverse your ankle circle. So I'm wearing just a pair of bar socks. You can go barefoot, socks, or even a soft pair of shoes if you want a little more support for the balls of your feet. All right, feet together, plie, roll through. Plie, roll through, stretch your legs, lower your heels. Plie, roll through, stretch. So this workout is perfect if you're just wanting to get a little work in the muscles of your legs, feel long and lengthened without putting in too much effort. Reverse, up, plie, take it down. That's one thing that's really great about bar technique. So this will be a more bar focused workout, is you can really burn, you can build some muscle, fatigue those muscle fibers a lot without feeling like you're working too hard. Just a straight leg releve comes next. We're really thinking about length through the spine. Squeeze your butt a little bit, tighten your core. So if you have any sort of bump going on yet, just think about hugging your baby nice and tight to that spine. Just a few more to warm up the ankles, get those calves burning a little bit, and then we'll take it into a little pulse. So up and halfway down. This just brings that burn. Remember, breaks whenever you need them. Push harder, you can add weight if you want to amp things up. Just a few more here. We're going to start a little triplet going down. So down, 2, 3, all the way up. Down, 2, 3. Keep your booty squeezed. Keep the length, keep an opening feeling through your sternum. Down, 2, 3. The least I can do is get your calves really freaking sore without doing a lot. Little pulses up again, press. The reason I keep saying not a lot today, I wish you guys that I could be just the picture of prenatal energy and glow, but I've been having a rough time. Give me a plie. We're gonna open into a little turned out first position. Baby first, so not amazing turnout. Go back to that rise and lower. I spent, to be honest, the last 2 hours just curled in the fetal position, trying not to throw up, or hoping that I could throw up, but having no luck. So some days you have that. 2 more. Back to those little pulses. We're gonna finally give those calves a little relief with a little bit of plie through the Achilles tendon. Last 2 and 1. So we're gonna take a plie, roll through, stretch, just like we did in that parallel position. Just experiencing a little bit of rotation, turn out through the upper thighs, a little squeeze in the glutes. Plie, roll through. Now take out the roll through, just a plie releve. So that just means plie and rise. So it's just like our straight-legged one, except for adding another nice little stretch at the bottom. You have a few more. Stay breathing, stay positive. All right, again, little pulses, accent down this time, down, down. Now if you can see, I'm gonna turn and face you. When I come down, I am really squeezing my inner thighs together. I'm being extra conscious and aware of my lower abs here, because I don't want you to sink into that arch back position. We want to always build the strength and the integrity of the core. Triplet going down, 2, 3. Oh, my calves are starting to die. Down, 2, 3. You got 4 more, and we give you a nice little stretch. We're gonna transition to a second position, opening our legs. Last 1, 2, 3, plie. Give yourself a little calf stretch. Take a little breather, grab some water. Switch legs, stretch. All right, we're gonna open to a small second position because we are not done with those calves yet. I'm gonna face you. Start a little lift and lower. We're back again. Hopefully your calves are a little fresher after that little stretch. We are really thinking lift. I want you to be hyper aware of your posture here, meaning as you lift and lower, you are keeping this integrity of your pelvic alignment and you're not letting those low abs release. Okay, so you're gonna wanna make this second nature. A little faster, we're almost done, I promise. I just love this little bit of second position. Activates the glutes. You have 8 more, and then we're going into a little grand plie. You can face your bar if you want, or one hand like I'm doing. Stay up. I want you to take a little plie and a big stretch. Down and stretch. So calves will remain active as the heels are staying lifted, but you're starting to get a little bit into those legs and those hips. Think about this as a stretch. All right, halfway down, halfway up. That's where that burn kicks in a little bit. I hope you're not frustrated that I'm like hardcore struggling in some of these videos. I hope it's like you have another friend going through pregnancy with you, because half the time, yeah, I'm looking for like someone to work out with or like a good workout program, but half the time you just want someone to like commiserate with. So I hope that accomplishes that a little bit for you. Little pulses, down, down. I'm not going very deep because I don't want to throw up on camera. And no, I'm feeling way better right now. I'm just listening to my body. And so should you. Stay low, we're gonna drop those heels. So I opened my feet just a tad because I wanted a deeper stretch through my inner thighs. Modify. So I could even go a little deeper, or a little wider, so that I can get a little deeper. 2 more. We're gonna go a little faster. This is gonna finish off our lower legs. Tap, lift. Different part of the calf we're working here for sure. This is called your soleus. It's right above the Achilles tendon, not quite into that main meat of the calf muscle yet. 4, 3, 2, heels stay down, back again, down and up, down. Breathe. So I am filming this obviously in real time as I'm in the first trimester. Whenever you do these videos, oh my gosh, girl, feel free to message me on Instagram, send me an email. It is just nice to be able to talk to someone when you're pregnant. Even if I'm not pregnant anymore, I'll be like, you go girl, little pulses down, down. So that's really my hope in this, is that you feel not alone. First trimester sucks, and I'm sick of people acting like they're amazing when things are hard. Plie and flare, plie, flare. If you're not familiar with barre and what a flare is, you're just pressing those legs back. This is gonna activate your medial glutes, medial meaning on the side, so side booty, 2, 1, just your press out, out. Make sure, self-correct on yourself, that you're not going too far in with the knees. We don't want unnecessary pressure on the inside of that knee. Give me 4, 3. If you can sink a little lower, do it. Double time, out, out. Nice deep breaths. I'm burning. Woo, you got 8 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, stand. Shake your legs out, awesome. We're gonna go into a little lunge set. Tuck your back toe. Tuck your hips first before we drop into any sort of level change. Just feel how awesome this stretch is on the back, on the front of your back leg. So I'm gonna lean a little bit away. Oh, I love that. All right, little plies, down and up. So my friends, this is where you can push to your energy level today. If you're like, this is making my heart rate feel crazy and I'm feeling out of breath and like a whole different person and a whole different body, you keep it real small. If you're feeling like just an animal, get your leg all the way down and all the way up. So easily modifiable for your energy level today. Back to that little pulse, a little faster. I want your weight in your front heel, not your front toes. And you can play with your back leg. If you're a little closer, for me that brings a little more knee pain. So I'm gonna take it back, and you can also cross to a little curtsy lunge. Down for 2, up for 2, down, down, up, up. So a nice quick little choppy movement. Again, this is very barre of us today. We're breathing. We're getting that burn without feeling terrible. 1 plie, 1 little tuck in your hip. So I just want you to squeeze your butt. Squeeze it. Drop a little bit, squeeze your butt. Think of like an ugly, dried out raisin. That's what I want your butt to look like from the back. So cute. Just the raisin tuck. Squeeze, squeeze. Your back thigh should be burning like crazy. Your booty should feel a little squeeze and a tuck. 8 more. 4 more, we're gonna step that back foot in. 3, 2, and 1. Take a little demi-plie for me. I'm gonna be zipped up. Little bend through the knees, hold. I'm gonna face you so you can see an idea of what we're doing through the knees. Little pulse starts in. I'm keeping pressure through the inside of my knees to activate the inner thighs. We want a little bonus work wherever we can find it. If that bothers your knees, open out to our little baby first. Heels will be together. So whatever position feels good on your body, you should feel a lot of burn in the tops of your thighs. Slow it down, a little down. So, get a sip of your coffee, you know, scroll Instagram a little bit, multitask, whatever you need, just as long as you're moving, you're doing something so good for you and your baby. A little faster again, see if you can balance. So maybe not multitasking anymore. I'm gonna take hands to prayer. 8 more. We're just gonna start the tiniest little inner thigh squeeze you ever did see. You probably won't even see it. Little squeeze, in, in, in. With the inner thighs, abs are such a good joiner. So I am tightening, bracing my core. I'm not sure if you can see it. Squeeze, squeeze, sink a little lower. Double time, little squeezes, knees, 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 knees. We'll do a few more so we can match our music. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stand. Shake your legs out. We gotta do our other side lunge. We got a little leg lifts to the back, and that's it for today's workout. Whew. Other side, leg back. Before we start, again, give me that stretch. So tuck your hips under. I like a little side bend. You can hinge back too, depending on how tight your hip flexors are. You might have to get a little creative and crafty to really get that feel. Gotta fix my mat here. Oh, I'm gonna pop my back. Oh, that was so good. All right, sink down. We're gonna start that little plie. Little down, little up. So this is because I'm not there with you in your living room or your bedroom or your home gym. I need you to go through some checkpoints so that you can self-correct and get in a good position. Look down on your right foot, your front foot, whatever leg that is. Make sure you're not overextended over the toes. That's not happy on the knee. A little faster, down, down. A good check is to lift the front toes. Make sure your weight is in that heel. Knee should be right over the ankle joint. Back foot can be in, can be out, can be crossed. Make sure you don't have a lot of knee pain. Down for 2, up for 2, down, down, up, up. That sharp, choppy, like fast twitch muscle quality is good to wake up those fibers. Get them moving well. You gotta get creative with body weight. Drop and hold. We're gonna start that little tuck. Remember, give me that ugly butt squeeze. But it's not ugly because your butt is cute. I bet it is. Mine, as soon as I get pregnant, as soon as I pee on that stick, cellulite everywhere. Just, there it goes. I don't know, it's magical actually. Stay low, just a few tucks. Tuck and release. It's all good. My baby has cellulite too. It's natural. I'm embracing it this time. A little faster, tuck. Squeeze it. It'll go away. We'll get it back. It's all good. Back to that pulse. Down, down. All right. We are moving on. So give me 8 more pulses to sink a little bit lower. Try to get a little more burn. 4 more and we're into booty. 2, 1, and release. Before we move on, just give your legs a quick stretch. Doesn't matter which leg is first. Tuck your hips under. Drop your chin and hold. Take some nice deep breaths. You're doing great. I hope this isn't too easy for you either, because if you're having just an amazing first trimester, you might need more, and that is a-okay. Okay, so we're gonna move on to just a little bit of leg lifting, balance it all out so that you at least feel like real quaky. I want your legs to be kind of trembly at the end of this, but you're still feeling great. So I'm gonna take my right leg first, just because I'm facing you, to a little coupe. So I'm turned out, should look like a little diamond shape between your feet. I'm gonna start a little lift and lower. However, I'm not gonna let anything change through my upper body. A few reasons for this. One is to maximize the squeeze on your butt. Every time you lift, if you can actually push your hips forward, tuck a little bit, you're gonna get such a good booty squeeze. second reason is because it really helps us maintain the straightness, the lift, and the integrity of the spine, which helps us keep that core locked in. This is amazing for practice, for good posture. Hold it back. Give me that classic bar pulse. A few things to notice here. My standing leg is bent slightly. Yes, this will make your standing hip and whole standing leg a little more tired than if you were just locked out into that knee joint, and that's a good thing. You want a strong standing leg to support you as your body grows. Woo, we're gonna go a little higher, little up, little down. Now right about here, you should kind of reach the top of your wall, or like the top of the ceiling, like, oh, I can't get my leg any higher. So I'm gonna let you tip over just a little bit, and your leg should push against that level change as well. Few more, keep your heart rate down. Nice deep breaths, you're working the muscles here. Creating resistance for yourself, back to that pulse, squeeze, squeeze. Even as we start to tip, we're not all the way over yet, but I already have the tendency to let everything go. Don't do that, pull everything in. Hug your baby gently with your muscles. I get an amazing amount of questions about whether it's okay to contract your abs like that. Good, up for 3 this time. 2, 3, yes, it is okay to do that. Your baby's got lots of space in there. It's just like a gentle hug, and it is so important for you to be able to remind your abs that they are still effective and that they're still working. Okay, back to that little pulse. I am gonna tip farther, but I need to hop back a little bit to create some space. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that, coming all the way down to the forearms, and again, adjusting the leg as high as I can go without letting my core go. Slow it down a little bit, up an inch down. Right now your butt should be shaking a little bit. If it's not, you need to work harder. A little lift, a little lower. Keep the tuck, keep the abdominal control, and you're pushing against that full range. This should feel great. Lift, bring it all the way down. Oh, you should get this lovely little stretch across the top of your pelvis. Now my standing leg, my standing butt cheek, she's on fire, and I'm here for it. All right, little pulses. We're gonna finish it out just by opening. So I'm gonna turn towards you. You're gonna turn towards whatever leg is up in the air. Put your hand down on the counter, your chair, and I'm doing a little lean, and I've got a nice flat tabletop leg here. We're gonna take a little triplet here. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna keep this leg up but turn to the side so you can see the alignment here. What I'm not doing is this. Okay, sorry for the butt shot, but you do not want your hip flexor to be mad like that. Push your hips forward, back to that pulse. Squeeze, squeeze. Oh, I'm hitting the leaves of my plant over there. That's gotta be a good sign. You're in your last 8. Take that arm up for a little victory move. You have 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're gonna stretch that right away. Whatever leg was up in the air, cross it over. Give me a standing figure 4. Woo. Deep breaths. So, teaching moment, educational moment. I cannot generalize this for everybody. This is something I want you to pay attention to in your body. It's probably too early. Go ahead and switch legs. But start paying attention to if single leg movement like this starts to aggravate anything in your pelvis. It's actually pretty recommended that you work unilaterally, one leg at a time, as long as you can, because it strengthens the whole area around your pelvis. However, if you're getting shifting here and a lot of sacroiliac pain in this joint, you might have to back off of the single leg stuff. So something to watch for. For me, it didn't happen until much later, and I just had to really minimize my range of motion. So just something to be educated about. Let's go right away to the other side so I can keep talking at you. Okay, little lift and lower. I am now on my other leg. Word of warning. Gosh, I'm so out of breath. Progesterone, man. It's a thing. Look it up. Progesterone and shortness of breath. Google. All right, we're still staying slow. What was I saying? Oh, second side is going to be harder because your standing leg is already tired. So it's really important you stay lifted out of that standing joint, that hip joint. Little pulses to the back. Give me the same intention. Tuck your booty forward, lengthen your spine, hug your baby, just with that nice little firming, bracing of the abs. You should still be able to breathe through it. Whew. Good, little triplet. Let's go up, 2, 3. I'm needing a little more on this side, really pressing through that range of motion, trying to hit the wall or the ceiling, whatever you're capable of, push right against it. Like a hair. All right, back to those little pulses. We're gonna start that little tip, right when you feel like you can't go over any farther, just the tiniest tip over. Here's where you might start to feel that standing leg. It's gonna be weak until you build it up. If you're not used to bar stuff like this, keep trying to push that height. Good, slow it down. Little lift, little lower. Always see if you can exhale on your work. You have 4 more like that. You are in control here. Stay breathing, tighten your core, pull up from underneath. You wanna support your spine always. A little faster, press, press. Second side, man, so much harder. 4, 3, 2, so I'm gonna do my little hop away. Little hop, so I can come all the way over. Lift and lower again, lift and lower. Oh, I got some little shakies on this side. I love that. Stay in control. Pull your abs up. Again, the thought of tucking your pelvis can help, even if it drops your leg, that's okay. It's totally okay. You are building strength to support weight change. A little faster, up. I'm not just talking about weight in your body, but the weight of that baby will start to do crazy things to your spine. You gotta work your core 360. Build it now before size is an issue. All right, lift and lower full range. Here we go. Woo! Up and down. So I'm standing on my right leg. I'm gonna shift my body weight deeper into my left elbow and reach my right arm out. That's gonna allow me to displace a little bit of weight on my standing leg to provide a little bit of relief for that burn on that standing cheek. 2 more. You got this. Little pulses up. Okay, we're transitioning to open. I have to turn away from you because that's just how I'm set up. All right, open. Little triplets. Up, 2, 3. Again, check looking out to the side of your body, making sure that that knee is in line with the hip and not forward. Okay, tucking your booty forward will help that too. Little pulses. Up, up. Getting all that good squeeze. You have 10 more. If you want to lift that hand, really stretching, feeling victorious in these body weight movements. Give me 3 more. 2 and 1. Drop your leg. Yay, we did it. Cross your leg. We're gonna take a little, like 2-second stretch here on the bar, and that is it, my friends. Let your heart rate come down. So this is a good one to keep in your back pocket for multitasking days, days you don't feel like getting on the floor, getting real sweaty, doing a whole setup. You can just put this up and do some other things at the same time, which I think is glorious, especially if you have other children that need you. All right, first leg is my right leg. You can do whatever leg feels good. Up you go. If you're using a chair, please don't do this on like the back of your chair. It's probably gonna tip. Push your hips forward, tuck your chin, and just hold. This is a stretch you're gonna love throughout your whole pregnancy. Even when you have a big belly, you can get that knee to the side. Guess what this position mimics? Feet in the stirrup, push that baby out. Bam. You gotta train for birth, people. No, well you do, but this is also just a good stretch, even if you're not preparing for birth. As we are only in the first trimester, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. All right, I'm gonna pull back a little bit and rearrange my foot just so that I can look at you. Bam, leg up, countertop, whatever you're using. We're just gonna tip. Now this is a position you may not be able to do once you have a belly. I was so sad that I could not bend forward because you run out of space. Yes, you can open a little bit, but that will change the stretch. So just enjoy for now being square and reaching over. From that position, if your foot is there, just bend it and rotate your knee open. If you're on the counter, you might have to put a little towel or something underneath your ankle bone to help it feel a little more friendly, because bones and granite are not often the best feelings ever. Oh my gosh, I'm already struggling with what I say in these videos. Isn't it too early for pregnancy brain? Dang. Okay, another deep breath. Woo, we're just just keeping it light today, nothing crazy. We're not getting super zen. Shake it out, other side. So I'm gonna take my other foot in there. Birthing pose. Now, I don't know, does anyone have a baby like this? I wanna try it now. Here it comes. But we wanna be flexible here. We wanna be open in the pelvis. Later on, folks, we're gonna do a lot of good pelvic stretches, hip opening stretches. You want to make space. Right at the end, we'll be doing a little less strength stuff, more opening, releasing. I think that is so important. You don't want to train the heck out of your body that everything's too tight and you can't open and let that baby out of your body. So, lots of things to look forward to. I'm going to turn slightly away from you for my hamstring stretch. Try to square off and just take your time here. This should feel pretty awesome. Remember, in a moment like this, please talk amazingly to yourself. Maybe you've muted me because you're sick of me jibber-jabbering. I would if I was you. But just for a moment, close your eyes. And even if you don't believe this about this, let me say this over you, that you are doing an amazing thing right now. You're building a human inside you. That's insane. Even if you feel defeated, look, I'm gonna cry because I feel this too. Even if you feel defeated and exhausted and like you can't do the things that you usually do, you're doing this incredible thing. Incredible. It's not super visual on the outside or visible. Bend your knee. But you gotta tell yourself that. You gotta remember that this is a really special time. And if you feel like SHIT, it is so worth it. It is for an amazing cause, and you are a warrior. You're like freaking capable of doing so many things. The fact that you're doing anything and growing a human, another person, dang, it's amazing. It's really, really cool. So we're gonna practice saying those things about ourselves. All right, girlfriends, that's it. Thank you for joining me for a little standing workout. I hope you feel amazing. You got this. See you for another workout.